Hello everybody, welcome back. Hope you're well. Today I wanted to talk about all of the things that I have really bloody loved at the moment, because it's been a while. We are in autumn mode now. I feel like new things have come to the surface or appeared into life, which I am acknowledging are great. I think they're great, you might think they're great, just in case you're interested. Exploring, discovering. We're going to talk about clothing, home stuff, skin stuff, some hair stuff, music that I've been really loving at the minute, and just general cool things, I suppose. We're going to start off with the clothing. It is no bloody mystery. A summer girl. I've harped on about it forever. Broken record. And I was like, everything else sucks. I just love summer. And I've just realised that that is just not actually true. That's not true. I just don't like winter. Winter up until Christmas is fine. Post New Year, get fucked. Boring, long, cold, miserable, right? My favourite season is summer. However, I've realised that spring is great because it's transitional and it's hopeful and positive. Summer obviously great because just yeah, summer fun all the time. I love autumn because I actually like autumn styling the most and all the colours. I didn't know if you've noticed, but I really like orange. Autumn in terms of clothing, aesthetic, looks, coziness, love it. So I think I get quite excited this time of year because of that reason when it comes to styling and clothing. So there has been a few things that I've just really gone for. First of all, starting with the cardigan from George at Asda. You know that I am not a stranger to animal print, and because cow print is, quite trendy at the moment because of the cowgirl Western style is sort of on trend. Which feels kind of weird, but I'm not complaining because obviously this cardigan exists now. But what I like about it is just the material it's just two different textures. So the brown part is like a fluffy and the cream part is still fluffy, but less fluffy. And it's just got these little gold buttons on the front. And I just think it's really, really cute. I've worn it a zillion times already, which I knew was going to be the case when I first laid eyes on it. So cardigan of dreams, courtesy of Asda or George. The other thing from George, which I thought was great, this fleece. This is just a leopard print fleece. Now, a few years ago, I got a zebra print version. Many people were like, where is that from? And I said, it's Asda, would you believe? And they've brought out a leopard print version now. I wear this pretty much every day to go to the gym or walk the dogs in when it's not in the wash. Just chuck it on in the morning and it's just job done. Wore it up Scarfell Pike in the Lake District as well. Had a few compliments on it as well. On my walk. Nice little zip up for this time of year. I will also say, hopefully, fingers crossed, by the time this goes live, they're still in stock. But the famous leopard print puffer coat from Asda, this puffy coat, they released it again this year. And I was hearing all the inside scoop about it. And admittedly, and this isn't me trying to look at me guys. It was my video that I posted last year is the reason why it went viral, because I found it in my local Asda, innocently made a video, put it on the internet. It wasn't supposed to go on the shop floor that soon, and somehow it then went viral and loads of people were posting videos about it. And I know this for a fact because the people at George Asda told me it was because of my video that caused the domino effect in the first place. So I feel like that's almost like a flex. But I also was like, I'm sorry. But they were like, this is I'm sorry, not sorry. Because, but anyway, the puffy coat, beautiful puffy coat. If you're selling it on Vinted for £70-80, shame on you. And if you're buying it off Vinted for £70-80, honestly, don't. It's an amazing coat, but it's just a leopard print coat. There are dupes. There are other coats like that in the world, in other supermarkets. I'm just saying, just don't lose your mind over it or your brains over it and doing things stupid, especially selling it. That's fucking wrong. Buying loads and selling them on Vinted. I don't agree with that behaviour. And I've also been rating the denim range from George as well. I've got various different pairs of jeans from George, and I've always rated their jeans, especially now they've got some high waist, wide leg, very comfortable, very flexible, and really good value for money. I'm not sponsored by them to say all this lovely stuff about them. I just have received a bunch of their things, so therefore speak from experience, and I'm just happy to say it's good. These boots from M&S. Wow, this wasn't planned, this purchase. What was I in there for? Oh, it was before I went on holiday, that was it. Before I went on holiday, I went in there to get my boyfriend some shorts because obviously summer's over, so you cannot buy shorts anywhere on the high street. I was looking in Primark, H&M, anywhere where they might have a sale to get some cheap trunks, shorts for holiday. Nothing. Thought, M&S might have something. Went upstairs, obviously they delivered, got some beautiful shorts and trunks for him, but then I was going downstairs to pay and I saw these And you know what? There was no thought that went through my brain other than my hand picking them up. Like it was a done deal. I admit, I didn't even look at the fucking price. It's fine, Monzo, that's why Monzo Flex exists. So, they're basically snakeskin knee-high boots. It's got a V front like a cowboy boot would, and they're pointed in this lovely dark brown snakeskin. So obviously they're snakeskin, but it's not like a heavy print, if that makes sense. So they're not too garish or OTT. And I got them primarily because I just don't have any like going out boots. I have lots of cowboy boots. I have Doc Martens. I have like day boots, but nothing with that kind of little bit of, I don't want to say grown up, but like a little bit more going outy, like a little bit smarter, like with the heel, with the pointed toe, you know, with the slightly kind of sheen finish to them. These to me look like shoes that can be worn in the daytime if you want to look like a boss bitch, but also evening, going out, date night, cocktail bar, whatever, dinner. These are like perfect for that. And I love them, and I have worn them a few times already and felt good in them every single time. And they fit the calf nicely. They are quite spacious. Another jacket that I got recently was from P&Co. This is a beautiful suede jacket, really, really well made. P&Co is such a cool brand. It also just has some nice detailing on it, like the P&Co on the button. And then at the front here, we've got like all this lovely stitching. Just a lovely jacket, all the sleeves are out. It's a lovely, lovely jacket. I got it in a size 10. I'm usually a size 8 to 10 or small, but I get my coats in a medium because I want them to be able to fit jumpers on or like layers underneath it. And I like my coats to be a little bit on the oversized side of life. But love it! Then I bought this from Primark. Wowzers! The Primark coat that I've been fucking talking about so much lately. Leather? Fourth leather. I wanted a trench coat, but I didn't also want to look, I always feel like a twat in a trench coat. Whereas this was just, it had a little bit something to it that I thought was quite interesting and fun. So I was like, fuck it, I'm getting it, it's cool. And it goes with my hair colour really well. It's green, it's very cozy. And it's like wearing a big blanket / a ginormous plaid shirt that's fluffy. What's there not to like about it? I got these pair of New Balance. Now, quite a few pairs of this style of New Balance. Now, admittedly, I've collected them over the past few years, if you want to judge me and my spending habits. But what happened was, Foot Locker were just advertising their sale everywhere. I just kept seeing it on my Instagram, and I saw an orange pair of New Balance, which I bought. Lovely. My boyfriend got this colour, this style, and this colour, because he also wanted a new pair of trainers. And then his arrived, and my orange pair arrived, and I was like, oh, what should we fail? I couldn't see these in the women's section. I was like, well, they don't do a women's version of that. That's shit. They don't have my size. Then I did see them from the kids section. So not only were they in the sale, but they were cheaper because they're children's. So I got the same as my boyfriend, but these are just kid shoes, because I'm a size 4. I like them because I like this style, not only because they're super fun and chunky, really fucking comfortable. They're running trainers as well, so they're amazing for running and the gym. But I just love this sort of like retro, vintage, like vibe that's going on with the kind of really rough suede, fluffy, and just the colour scheme on these, like the burnt orange, the slight mauvey pink, and the sort of dirty look, well, maybe they are just dirty, but that sort of dirty cream, beige. I like that. I think they're cool. And then finally, on the clothing front, the dressing gown of dreams. This is a clip from the day that I got it. I received this dressing gown today from a brand called TBCO. And also, this isn't an ad. They kindly gifted it to me. Don't often get gifted stuff like this, so I'm really excited by it. I'm going to take some photographs real quickly of the new dressing gown. Do you like it?
Yes, it looks lovely, my darling.
They do loads of colours, and the pyjamas look amazing. I'm going to have to get some pyjamas. I really like the fact that it is mostly toweled, and then there's this panelling here, which is like a jersey, like cotton. I also like that it's a wide fit with a drop shoulder for a dressing gown. Usually dressing gowns like a standard kind of dressing gown fit, whereas this feels like oversized. It's like bulky and it's really cozy. It's like wearing a big blanket. I'm just telling you why I love it. Okay. Just love it. I personally feel like it is worth the money because of how it was made, where it was made, and what it's made from. The fit of it, the overall design, all the little details on it. It feels fucking great on. I love that it's got a drop shoulder. I love that you've got like the turned up sleeves on it. And it is, I feel, a premium level dressing gown. If you want to treat yourself or someone else, I definitely feel that is worth it. They're so good. And I definitely will be looking on the website for Christmas present ideas. And lastly, from fashion, my little necktie. This is from M&S actually. Absolutely love it. It's very neutral and very easy to style. I love it. Now we're going on to skincare and hair care. First of all, I don't know if this is a good or a bad thing, but possibly one of the most complimented perfumes I've owned ever happens to be a dupe of one that I love. And it is the Noted Aromas dupe of Le Labo Santal 33. It's so hilarious that the dupe has received more compliments than any other perfume that I've owned, like way more than the actual version. And it was £20 for this size bottle. That, to me, is wild. I can put as much as I want on without feeling like bad about it, because it's 20 quid. This has lasted me ages as well. This is from Colour Wow. It is the Dream Coat Supernatural Spray. So magically transforms texture, amazing humidity proofing power. So my hair normally is quite coarse, it's quite frizzy, it reacts to humidity, it's very, very thick. It's kind of like, I'm blessed with thick hair, but the texture of it is always quite annoying. And me and my mum were having this conversation the other day because we've got the same hair texture and we're both, wow, the humidity. So I've got some Dream Coat. It says to use it every 2 to 3 washes, and you basically put it on damp hair and then you blow dry it with like a blow dry brush, blow dry it smooth. And then essentially it just keeps your hair smooth, not frizzy, and like not as reactive to humidity. And it actually really bloody works. And I rate it so hard. My hairdresser actually did say to me that because of the nature of my hair, I'd be all right using it every time I washed it. And I do wash my hair like once, maybe twice a week. Actually, it says for every 3 to 4 shampoos on the back here, but it is such a great product for smoothing. And that was like a big thing of mine. Like, I get so bloody annoyed with how frizzy my hair goes. So this has been a dream product. I'd also like to talk about the Style on Steroids spray, which I currently don't have on me because I finished it. And it's an incredible hairspray. I'm gonna have to go and look fantastic, or space and go and buy some more. You put it on your hair before you straighten it, like in sections, because it has a built-in heat protector and it locks in the style. And then when you finish, like, let's say curling your hair or whatever, I like to like brush it out a little bit and then give it another spray. So it works as a heat protector and smoother and a texture maker and a hairspray all in one. And that's why it's called Style on Steroids, because it just does so much. But the problem being, when you've got thick hair and lots of hair to work through, for me, it ran out quite quickly. So I'm gonna have to buy some more. Yeah, and I don't know if you've noticed, I've got new hair. I feel like, I know I've had long hair in the past, but I've never had like a proper shag cut. And I haven't had layers this short cut into my hair since I was 16. I feel like I'm actually morphing into a grown-up version of teenage me. And I'm not mad about it. I quite like it, getting in touch with my inner child. Anyway, because I got the extensions in, and having long hair does require a little bit more care, let's say, I bought a new slip. I don't actually know what this bit's for on the back. It's a silk bonnet to wear on your head when you go to bed. So I tuck all the hair inside of it and I wear it, and I look fucking stupid. I had a pink one before. I looked like a bell end, an actual penis. Not only was that like, it stretched, like it was too big for my head, so it kept falling off in the night. But I did feel like so stupid in it, because I did actually look like I did really look like a penis. So I got it in black, and it does work, to be honest. Like, it keeps my hair in check. And when I take it off in the morning, it's not a bush intentionally. Like, it is just, it's all right. It's quite smooth because it stops it from getting frizzy. It stops it from going all over the place, and it kind of keeps it intact. So I do really recommend these. If not, silk pillows are supposed to be good too. I mean, I intentionally make my hair look fucking crazy, but yeah, this does help for it to not do that and get all tangled when I'm sleeping. And then, yeah, this is from the brand Slip, but I know that there are a ton of other brands that sell this or similar. In the realms of makeup, I have really been loving Lip Stain. So this is from the brand Sachel. And these are actually their lip liners, lip liner stain. I've just been using them on the whole lip, and they're the kind of ones where you put it on and it goes dark blue, and then you leave it on for a little bit and then it peels off. And I must admit, these ones I really rate because they actually do stay on. Colour that I use actually the most of the time is this colour, and it says hazel, and that's what I'm wearing right now with a little bit of a sheer gloss on the top. It's good because especially when you want to have like slightly darker coloured lips from the rest of your face, but you don't want to look like you're actually wearing lipstick. Do you know what I mean? Like you want to define your lips a little bit more without looking like, yeah, hey, I get it. And it doesn't transfer, so that's quite nice. Obviously the lip gloss does, but if you just want that kind of little bit more definition on the face, I really recommend a lip stain. So this brand's pretty good. This NYX brow gel, brow glue, crazy lift. I used it today, can you see? I like this, I rate this because not only does it work really well for that like laminated look, but I like it because the brush is actually silicone, which is great for two reasons. It works as a really good comb, but also it's really easy to wipe clean. So if you get any of your makeup gam on here or like dried, or the glue just sort of like congeals, just literally clean, easy peasy. And it's all built in, so you don't need to have like another like tool, i.e. like a brow brush. Just all built in, and it works really well. I've been really enjoying wearing brown liquid eyeliner. Obviously I love a cat eye. Now I've not grown out of that, and I don't think I ever will. But sometimes I just want that same like look where it's accentuating my eyes, making them look a bit bigger, making my lashes look a bit bigger, and also that kind of like little line I put in there just to give it that sort of foxy look, right? Sometimes I don't want the harshness of black, because it's like, oh, if I'm doing a nice brown shadow look, the black can really cut through it, and it's just like a bit like, okay, yeah, I've got a cat eye. So I got a brown, and I use this from Elf. You see it? It's a bit more, it's just a bit more on the subtle side. You see? The new Vive mascara also slaps, as the kids would say. I've been wearing that ever since it came out on my eyes. Before I went on holiday, I got a lash lift and perm, but that combined with the Vive mascara, fuck, my eyelashes were woo! And I just remembered how great actually LVL is. So I am going to make sure that that is implemented back into my high maintenance, low maintenance routine. Like high maintenance to be low maintenance, if that makes sense. Because it just means you need to put less on, just less. Does that make sense? Just roll out of bed and just be like, I already look great, thank you. And then the other thing that I really loved makeup wise is this blush from Huda. It's in the shade Latte, and it's quite like a dark brown that goes on your cheek, but once it's blended in, it gives it a really nice bronze, glowy, but like slightly pinker tone to look blushy. And I really loved this color. I've got a few of their shades in these like blush filters. Do it on, nice and glowy, nice and pigmented, lovely, lovely, lovely stuff. But this color, Latte, has been the one lately. And then finally on the beauty front, I thought I would share with you my nighttime skin box. So in order to make sure that I keep on top of my evening skincare routine, I decided to bring the products downstairs into the lounge so that when I'm watching TV in the evening, I can just do my skincare, watch TV or chill or do whatever I do in the evening on the sofa, and I can like put each product on, let it sink in and put on the next one. So I'm not just standing in front of a sink impatiently waiting for it all to sink in and do it, or lightly forget, or can't be bothered because I'm upstairs, out of the way, it's unsociable, etc, etc. At least when it's downstairs in the lounge, I can just get it done. It doesn't matter, it's just there, just put it on whilst I'm interacting, talking, doing my thing, chilling out. I've got this little white box, just found it in the utility room somewhere. I might swap it for something that's shallower but wide, in like a wicker or something maybe, because then it'll look a bit nicer as well. Or like a bag that zips up. That doesn't matter right now. So what I use is, first of all, I put on my Clinique Moisture Surge Body Hydrator, mostly on my legs because they get so dry, and on my feet. Actually, to be fair, this is usually in the dressing room, so I'll put it on just before I put my pajamas on. So that, I love that. Then I have, which this is also a favourite, the U-Tan CBD Jamie Genevieve Face Tan. This is so good. It's probably the only face mist, tanning face mist that I've used, or actually I could see it the next day, because I've used other brands and I'm just like, So my face has looked the healthiest and glowiest ever because this actually works, and this is 50% darker. The only thing that doesn't look healthy about my face currently is these hormonal spots on my chin. So don't judge. This is out of my control. This is the hormones. The U-Tan Jamie Genevieve CBD tanning water is so good. So then I also have my Medicate retinol. I've got the face one and the eye one. And as you can see, they are getting quite skinny, so I'm gonna have to repurchase those. Why is it that everything runs out at the same time? I don't know. This is retinol free. I reckon I'm probably gonna go a little bit stronger, to be honest, because I'm getting on all right with this and nothing horrible or sinister has happened to my face, so bring it on. I then also have my Hair and Me drops, which I've been using on my hairline, just because I get paranoid that my hairline is receding, especially, and that paranoia like picks up, especially when I go for a stressful time. That's just how my brain likes to manifest my stress, is to be like, your hair's falling out. So I just have that. Then I've got this, which is Beauty Pie Triple Hyaluronic Acid. It's the moisturizer, which is really nice. That's actually really beautiful. And then I've also got the Super Drops, niacinamide. And I also do have, I did get this lovely like package from Beauty Pie. I've also got their Energy Essence Mist. I don't use that every night. That's my little evening skincare box. And that just sits underneath the coffee table, on the coffee table shelf, underneath the top. And then finally, we've got some interior things. First of all, my Protea. I cannot get over this. It's one of my favourite plants. I got this bunch from Waitrose a few weeks ago. They were £20, but I remembered that Protea dries really nicely, and so does eucalyptus, to be fair. Everything in this bunch will dry, right? And this obviously is a lovely centerpiece. Look at them, look at that, it's fucking insane. But once they've dried out, I will put them in a different vase and they'll just be a feature somewhere else. So I was so happy with that find. I did like fangirl over some bloody flowers in Waitrose. I went, oh my God, Protea. My boyfriend actually bought them for me. He went, oh, I'll get them for you, darling, because he buys me a bunch of flowers every week. The next is this duvet for the sofa. The sofa duvet has had a glow up and it is perfect for this time of year. I haven't got it out in so long, but because it is getting chillier, it's out again. And it's this beautiful floral retro print from Asda. I love it. And it just fits in so nicely with the living room, and the dogs obviously love it too. The incense cones. This is my incense chest, and I recently repurchased a bunch of different incense cones from the Lake District, from the shop Conquer Trading Post. So this brand's really nice. This brand is Bradley Mountain, and all of their cones are fantastic. And I also got, which was a bit of a treat, because these are a little bit more on the spenny side, from Goodwell Supply Co., which, may I add, they are an American brand. So I think they cost more in the UK because of import, but everything that they do, like their cones, their candles and their car air fresheners, are always so good. Like they smell good, and you when you light the candles, it fills the room up. When you light the incense, it fills the room up, and it smells, they're really lovely smelling. Oh, this is Desert Hill Motel, and that is cedarwood, oak moss and sage. I got a new dressing table stool. I had my wonderful big wicker chair in there. It was so nice, but it was just too big. So I was like, I need a stool. I want a stool. I just want a little stool, maybe a little leather stool, maybe just a little wooden stool, maybe a little bar stool, just something. Went into loads of different shops, like Dunelm, B&Q, Next, all these different shops, looking on the website, actually in store, blah, 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 ton of different things. I couldn't find anything. And when I did find something that was suitable, it was just like a bit, I just didn't want to spend that much money on just a fucking stool, right? Anyway, so on a whim, I just went into Luce's, which is a flea market. Found this fucking stool, cow print. It's got this beautiful like detailing on it. It's got a little stain on the top, but it was from like this section which was quite like Moroccan, basically not UK style antiques. It was a little bit more exotic, bit worldy. And then I just got a couple of lovely little bits from George. Obviously I'm working with George Asda, but just got a couple of lovely little bits, accessories for the season, which I'm just really chuffed about. Really like. A couple of jugs, some candles, this little garland on my windowsill, some little mushrooms, just lovely little accessories, which quite chuffed about. And then music-wise, okay, I've really got into idols. Yes, I may be late to the party if you are already aware of them, but I've got a terrible habit of not listening to a band based off their name because I assume that they're a different genre. So I had that with First Aid Kit years ago, thought that they were some like skinny jeaned indie band, and the same thing with idols. I just remember, you know, like the indie bands from like 2007, where they're like Arctic Monkeys sort of indie. I just don't like, and I just assumed that that's what they were going to be like. Anyway, I was at the gym, I was listening to Viagra Boys radio on Spotify, and then one of their songs came on, and I was like, Swaggers, who is this? Oh, the Get Down Services, I think they're called. There's a band called Snapped Ankles, there's a band called Kneecap. Like, there's just some angry music that I quite like. Angry or aggressive-y sort of, but not like heavy metal. It's like different, chatty. I didn't think I'd like that sort of stuff, but I just like it a lot. It makes me want to write poems and makes me want to write music like that. Just get some frustrations out. I think my favourite song at the moment is, oh, it's so nice. Maybe because I'm a soppy bitch, but it's First Blush by Ocean Alley, and it's just a lovely song. Makes me feel all gushy and in love. And then in terms of things that have watched recently, Alien Earth, so good. I'm a massive Alien fan, so I was very, very like, fuck, is it going to be any good? So good. Interesting. It's very interesting. They pulled it off so well. I just loved so much. But I could probably write an essay on why I loved Alien Earth. I watched High School Musical for the first time recently. That was interesting. There's nothing actually on the TV that I've been, other than Alien, like thrilled about recently. Tried to watch the Ed Gein thing, just could not get over his voice. I was like, it's too much. I don't want to watch anymore. That is it. If you've got anything you want me to watch or listen to, put it down, because that's the only thing that I just need some ideas and some inspiration for. These are all the things I've loved recently. Hope you enjoyed. All the links will be down in the description. I shall see you soon. Goodbye.